Entry pass, and Wilson with his first 2 points. Evans, another guy who can shoot at the lob instead for Caleb Wilson. When Shulman was at D2 Alabama, Huntsville. Caleb Wilson. Guys are. Bessar, the offensive rebound. Wilson on the baseline, and the hammer. Leave and go to Wisconsin, but Shulman told him, hey, listen, we're Central Arkansas. What is that done? Nice feed, high, low, big.
Worked out for him. And I assume it'll work out for Peterson as well.
Out of it really quickly with his mobility.
Wilson knocks it down.
Challenge 3 in the corner.
Wilson, will he drive or try to back down White? Here he goes. Nice shot. Bessar, turnaround Wilson, tough shot.
Been able to really penetrate this North Carolina defense.
And how about another? Great defensive play. Peterson, though, saved it. Wilson shakes his man and gets it to go. To snap a 5-game losing streak in this series. What a pass. Turnaround Wilson. Man, final minute of regulation. Knocked away by Wilson.
Front rim miss. And Wilson on the run. Bogovats back for Caleb Wilson.
Are you kidding me, Wes?
Bogovats layup. Both these teams were fighting the doldrums early. Wilson not fighting anything. Bogovats lob. Look out. Here's Johnson spinning on Wilson. Rejected. You have a
Evans throws it out. The Hill taking on the Tar Heels, and here comes Caleb Wilson. Look out below. Foul has also come in, number 11 in white. Wilson off the hesitation. One era, NC Central moved up to D1 in 2011. Up above the rim. Wilson swats it into the front. Up above the rim again. It's another.
Put Central away. And I think Central's done a nice job, Doug, of taking the air out of the basketball.
So Wilson is put
for the game.
6 points, 3 rebounds. He comes in averaging 16 points and 9.5 per game. Almost certainly. But would you count against him putting his name up in the rafters with the other guys?
Looking for Wilson. The catch and flush. Great entry point. As opposed to saying, yeah, we're shooting it well, sure. Here's Wilson, another dunk. And miss. Here's Wilson on the run out. Through traffic. Here's from the stone ring, and here's Caleb Wilson, who is from
Three in a row. He said here. Facilitate like that. And block shots like that.
Oh, my goodness. Stevenson. Wilson. Fall away. Yes, sir.
He said he's too little. He said he's.
Wilson ran into Brahovic. Give it Wilson on the floor for the first time for North Carolina. Feeds Wilson from the elbow. Yep. That's the logo short. Wilson, an offensive rebound. Springy. Going to work. What a move. What a play. Caleb Wilson was to Wilson. Here comes Caleb Wilson. The freshman.
So early in the season.
Oh, Wilson free. Wilson in traffic. Got it back. Back up and in. Post up Wilson, who's been stuck at 10 points for a while. Oh, not stuck anymore. Wilson right back at it. Inside, he gets it to roll home.
Tonight, Caleb Wilson, a 6'10 freshman, getting it downstairs with a quick.
And he can't play. I mean, he's that talented.
Wilson at the reset of the shot clock. What a sweet shot there.
He's big.
Wilson draws a lot of attention.
He gets a third
Follows his own
opportunity. What a shoot.
There it is, right there.
Blocked by Wilson.
Great play by Wilson defensively. He ain't going no way.
Wilson to the other end, off the bump, but just didn't hit.
He's on the offensive glass where North Carolina is so strong.
Back down Mack with 8 inches of height, and Wilson.
Fourth, fifth guy is going to be. They have pretty much strong production on most.
Wilson, who's got 13 rebounds for North Carolina, and hits
15 rebounds, a career high in the win against Georgetown. Wilson spinning on the baseline. Directs a little traffic and loops it into Wilson. Everybody touches that basketball. Wilson. Game and made 24 of them. Just one attempt so far. That's up top. Caleb Wilson. Made on 3-pointers in the first half for North Carolina. 6 of 15 for you. Wilson grabs it. And for that miss from Powell. Quick shot. Wilson.
Second half really gave them a lift offensively.
Wilson wants 3. He's got it.
It's in their league. They're long, they're athletic, and they're active.
Wilson flies in the lane. Shot clock ticks down to 5. Wilson does such a good job getting to.
Got the shot away with 2 on the clock. And now Caleb Wilson.
Nice run out.
The run out to Stevenson.
How about the look? He's been quiet. Drop step baseline.
There is turns and fires out the baseline.
Nice call out of the state. He's shown up. 16 of those this year.
Wilson trying to shake free. Off the window, got it.
He makes tough shots.
There are games circled on the
There's
calendar.
that spin out he loves.
Wow, is that quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice recovery.
Royal, he hit that last one, but this one's blocked.
How about this?
And now the
Horns look with a cross screen with the 4 and 5 guy. Oh, what a look. That is tough.
Stevenson.
Well, they got numbers right now. Hold on.
Little finger roll.
I was expecting East Carolina. Yep. It is to your advantage. Nice pass. Hello. There you go. Just sniff a little bit. Nice footwork. How about that? Get the lingerie.
He's a native son from nearby Greenville. First block of it, picked up by Kaysen, stolen away by Caleb Wilson, and here he comes. Hey, Powell has numbers, throws it up to the rim, and missed. 10 to shoot. Nope. Caleb Wilson. Riley after the good rip through it. Coming from the
turnovers, live ball turnovers, and playing in the open floor. They just haven't been able to get enough stops for that to be a consistent thing. Heads up.
Wilson to the rim, and he'll have a chance.
The line driver won't fall. Powell coming off the bench. A battle for a rebound. It's up and in. Wilson to the corner. Powell, yes.
Sometimes in the NBA, you know, with only 3 seconds on the shot clock, Caleb Wilson able to.
Bogovats in transition. Can't finish, but Mr.
Great. I'm sure Hubert Davis didn't want to take that time away.
Steen with the pick. Jones to penetrate. And a block by Wilson. He came out of nowhere. Only the 5th time wearing home blue uniforms. Downstairs, Wilson will not miss. Dixon. A lot of talent from the freshman. All around the logo. Shot clock inside 10. Gets free. Wilson with the slam.
Other guys beat us. We're just going to lose. We just can't allow it to be Caleb Wilson and Bassar as Wilson continues to beat them.
Wilson in trouble. Great feed on the cut to the basket.
I don't know if Andy Enfield had a few anxious moments while that one was in the air. But
Oh my house. Wilson working on Waters. Hang time. Oh my. From Jaron Stevenson. We asked him, is there a guy, you know, not named Wilson who dunks it home and he leads a nation to do? But plenty of time. Wilson nearly gave it away. Got it to Stevenson on a bounce pass.
Grim miss. Stevenson the rebound. Quick outlet. Here's Wilson. Around Calmees. Bassar tried out of the double team.
as Trimble misses his corner 3, another rebound. Big to big.
Wilson make this a half-court game as best as possible.
Here is Caleb Wilson on a step back and the game's first points. 7 on the drive, slicing in, and Caleb Wilson with a follow. 7 minutes and had only 4 points.
And never fouled out since.
Go to the bucket and Caleb. Kyan Evans turns the corner. The lob. The finish by Wilson. Wilson and one. Carolina running with Wilson. And he gets the shot to go on.
He was wide open, and his eyes are facing you and I over here on the side of the floor.
Kind of smirked and said, "You'll see why." You'll see why. Here is Wilson down low. And moves along the baseline. Caleb Wilson. How about that move? Wilson. And that's what's over Aiden Camden.
And that's being unselfish like he was Wednesday night.
Wilson to catch deep on Camden, scores.
Yes,
For Wilson.
Oh, good move.
Caleb in the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. That's how.
Tremble. Back for Wilson. Baseline and a hammer.
Are you kidding me?
Fractured left forearm in a team workout in November. Wilson. Vessar. How did that work? Wilson again. Bounces it for Bogovats. Wilson. Lost big man Kevajai to a knee injury for the season. There's a
into the painted area.
Vessar off the slip. Can't finish. Wilson
was unable to show much resistance.
Wilson. No resistance to him. Rebound deflected to Wilson. Full steam ahead. Caleb Wilson takes on the Irish. Chance bucket of the game. Into Wilson.
Too late.
So that Wilson gets an assist off the backboard. His fourth. Uh-oh, he strips. Here comes the Thunder. Wilson.
Into play here in the second half shows that they're learning.
In this game last year, he's still on one of these two rosters with the opening. Finds White, whose shot is blocked from three by Wilson. Hasn't taken a shot yet. Against Devin Tillis, Wilson will muscle this. And it's stripped away from White. Wilson running the floor. And the nation. Here's Wilson. Facing up into Tillis. Leans in. And scores it. Committed to Ryan Odom. And boy, where would they be without Chance Mallory? Wilson operating against Onyensu. Scores it. Over to Caleb Wilson. Wilson, long steps. Off the backboard and good.
Dixon. Corner two, Wilson. Oh, it's a three. Stolen on the backdoor pass. Here's Wilson. Through traffic. Oh, my goodness. Catch. Oh, my. Wilson into traffic and one. Ball away. Got it. Got it. Rebounded by Evans. He'll lob it. Oh! Georgia Tech headed back to 18, and here's the inbounds pass. Wilson to catch. He's got Mustaf to beat, and the dunk. That's Kraft. Fall away. It spins in. It's 20. There's no margin advantage here in the second half.
Oh, don't do that to him. Vessar as well, a guy that can stretch out the floor.
Great feed to
Davis's message to his team is simple. Syracuse is worthy of our.
Swats that one away. Triggers to Wilson on a spin. Waits and on the reversal. Vessar going right to Wilson. Look at Bernard, quick strike. He beats everyone to the ball, backs it in.
So that got a late start for the rebound. Boozer blocked. Year with Duke after a couple of years at Syracuse. Tough shot in the corner, but he hits it. Now coming off the bench. Oh, look at that move by Wilson. They know each other well. Again, AAU teammates in the summer of 24. Contested jump to Evans with 10 on the shot clock. Wilson for three. Wilson. The pull-up from 17. Has he got game or what? He's got his team's offense, but talked about defense, rebounding, toughness, having a big season for the Heels. Wilson drives and hits again. Defense on the ball has been excellent. Wilson, it'll go. Up and
the double to force the turnover. He'll take Bogovats, and then Wilson pinned it on the glass.
My goodness.
Here goes Bogovats.
Oh, good pass.
Wilson up strong and one. First bucket for Caleb Wilson.
Match up in man, and they do a really good job.
And Renew with force to the basket, blocked by Wilson.
Duration here by 8%.
Look at you.
Oh! And around Wilson. Up and under, stripped out of there by Caleb Wilson, and here he goes. Wilson leads the charge, crosses over into traffic, put it up and scores.